Expedia Cruises presents our 3-day sale, June 9th to 11th. 72 hours of colossal value. Book select 3 to 49-day sailings at Princess Plus fares and enjoy value-packed Expedia extras, including drinks, Wi-Fi, onboard cash credit, crew appreciation, additional savings, and a reduced deposit. Our biggest sale of the year lasts for just 72 hours, but you can set sail anytime in 2022 and beyond. Registration in advance of the sale is recommended. Contact your vacation consultant today and start planning your dream vacation with Expedia Cruises.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to our 2022 3-day sale with Expedia Cruises and Princess. We could not be more excited to have you here. We've got you for an hour, and we've got a very, very exciting event for you. We have been doing this sale for a little over 18 years, and I can tell you that our top Princess clients and consumers alike wait for this sale every year. It's the one time of the year where we work with Princess, our very, very top partner, to bring together for you what is unequivocally the best offer in the business. Some people book one cruise, lots of people book multiple cruises. So I'll leave you with that idea. But I'm here with the team from Princess. We've got an hour with you. And I'm just gonna say, let's get right into it. Let's go to the next slide and we'll bring things along. My name is John Mast. For those of you that haven't been to one of these events before, I lead the marketing for Expedia Group for the cruise line of business globally. We've been doing these virtual events now for a couple of years. And even though travel is back and the world's getting back to normal, we're going to keep doing them because we feel like it's a great way to reach more of you and some of you in the comfort of your own home. With that, we like to give you just a few tips on how to best navigate these live digital events. If something's not working for you, or you're not hearing things, or just doesn't seem to be working quite right, very often just logging out and logging back in to the Zoom can fix things, and we recommend you do that. If you'd like to see a little less of myself and more of the show, and I recommend that, there's a little slider at the top of the screen that allows you to change the size of the screen versus the speakers. This is all about sharing information with you. We know that travel has changed in the last couple of years. In some ways it's better, in some ways it's a little trickier. So we're here to answer your questions. We have experts from our own team and experts from Princess standing by to answer any question you might have about cruising, about the offer, about anything that you can consider asking. Just pop it into the Q&A box there and our people will get back to you. If for any reason we don't get back to you after this, we can't get to your question, please do not hesitate to reach out to your vacation consultant. They'll be more than willing to happily answer too, but most of the time we do real well at that. And lastly, and the good news is, we'll be recording this event. So you will get, within 24 hours of the event ending, an email with a link to watch it. And hey, if you like what you see, we would really be thrilled if you'd be willing to forward that recording on to a friend and invite them to come with you. You'll be happy to hear we have an exciting offer around that coming up for you too. So Carmen, let's keep going. And we'll just talk a little bit about Expedia Cruises and what you can expect from us in the modern day. Our premise is we are the cruise specialists of Expedia Group. And what that means is we are not only great on the internet, but in fact, we also have nearly 300 stores right across North America with a team of over 5,000 vacation consultants that are cruise specialists. They're passionate navigators, and we want to serve you on your own terms. If you'd like to come into one of our stores and have a meeting, we'd be happy to do that with you. We can work with you over the phone, over the internet, and usually in the course of buying a cruise, over many of those channels. But we're here to answer your questions, ask you better questions about travel, and give you a cruise and vacation experience second to none. That's our role in all of this. Let's go to the next slide. And what's unique about our organization within Expedia is that we are truly local, and we like to ensure people know we're part of the communities we serve. And not only does that mean that we have folks from the very towns where you often live working in our stores, we are part of the community, and we can get you, what's great about our services, we can get you specialized service. If you live, for example, in Los Angeles and you want to go to Barcelona to begin your cruise, well, our stores in Los Angeles sell Barcelona departures all year long. They know the best routes. They can quickly get you the best value on a package to get you there and back from door to door with as much ease as possible, and give you tips about what you can do along the way. Our travelers, pardon me, our vacation consultants are literally cruise advocates, passionate travelers themselves. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter what trip I'm going on personally, I reach out to our people to go, what should I be doing in Cayman Island? What should I be doing in Barcelona? Because they always have great advice. Let's go to the next slide and we'll just talk a little about the full value proposition of Expedia Cruises. We like to call this our promise. This is what you can expect when you deal with Expedia Cruises locally. I've termed it over the years the service sandwich, but it starts like this. And then people are probably like, service sandwich? At Expedia Cruises, we are navigators of spectacular vacation experiences. And what we promise you is not only advice you can trust, but we're going to be there with you all the way through your trip, before, during, and after. And we package that around three important things that every consumer wants when they buy just about everything. We want you to have the best selection and prices. We want you to get the best value. And we call that adding Expedia extras to the value, pardon me, to the package that you're looking at. So we can get you upgrades and shipboard credits and different things that you can't get anywhere else. And I don't think there's a better example of us packaging Expedia extras into an offer than the 3-day sale, and more to come on that. And it's important to remember as well that we are a full service leisure travel agency. We're more than cruise. As part of the Expedia group, we can get you literally from the door of your home to your port of embarkation and back with hotel stays and tours and black car service and whatever you need to get you coming and going in comfort as you travel the world. So with that, I think it's a really exciting time. It's time to introduce our host and our partner, Princess Cruises. Let's go to the next slide. With us here today is Carmen Roig, a friend of mine and the Vice President of Sales for Expedia Cruises. We are thrilled to have you, and I believe some special surprises along the way today to talk about 3-day sale. Welcome, Carmen, and looking forward to hearing what you have for us today.
Well, thank you, John, and our entire Expedia family. I'm so excited to be here. It's my first 3-day sale. So, by the way, the summer travel season, it's officially underway and cruising is back. So if you're looking for an amazing vacation, we're coming to the right spot, which is our amazing Expedia Cruises 3-day sale. I'm Carmen Roig, the Vice President of Sales for Princess, and I just joined the incredible Princess family recently. So that's why I'm a little more excited about 3-day sale than ever before, because it is absolutely new and incredible partnership that we have with Expedia Cruises. So today we're going to share some insights into what sets a Princess vacation apart, not only from other cruises, but really from other vacations in general. So we're going to cover a lot of ground, and I've invited a couple of special guests to join me later on. But let's start with just a few basics. So what's so great about a Princess cruise, right? What is it? So a cruise with Princess is the perfect way to immerse yourself in the sights, sounds, and tastes of more than 330 destinations around the world. Not to mention, it's the best way to experience the culture and people who live in these places we visit. We call it cultural immersion. Princess has an incredible legacy of delivering memorable vacations at an exceptional value. Just wait for it when you see these 3-day sale offers. Guests love that we offer an astonishing number of great balcony accommodations at a range of different price points. Our incredible food, of course, our award-winning onboard entertainment. And because our entire fleet offers the Princess Medallion class experience, that means no matter where in the world our guests are, they will sail always to maximize their vacation time with us. So, what is a Medallion class vacation? Well, quite simply, it's a vacation that leverages innovation to deliver the most effortless and personalized cruise you'll ever find on the planet, and dare I say, probably the universe. And how is that all possible? It's all possible thanks to this little wearable device we call the Medallion. And the Medallion essentially transforms our ships into smart cities. So the Medallion is given to all of our guests free of charge, and it enables an entirely new level of service. Not just service, but personalized attention. And while it's among the most advanced technological innovations in the world, it actually really features no discernible technology. What do I mean by that? There's no on or off switch, there's no charging, there's no menu to participate or navigate. All you have to do is have it with you to enjoy all the things you would enjoy at home. really makes it keyless stateroom entry, contactless payment, and on-demand service and a personalized attention from our very crew. Now, most recently, I was lucky enough to sail with our incredible Expedia Cruises family on Discovery Princess. So I'll be probably sprinkling in some of my own personal experience with the Medallion, which I think really changes it. It's a game changer. In essence, it helps us better cater to your desires and makes cruising easier than ever because the ship is now in service to you, our guests, at all times, everywhere around the world, 24/7. So it takes away friction of the experience so that on embarkation day, and this is a big one, you can go from arriving at the port, go through check-in, be on Lido deck with your first cocktail. In my humble opinion, it'll be a mimosa for me. You can do all that in less than 15 minutes. So it makes everything convenient, finding your way around the ship, easily locating friends and family on board, ordering anything at any time. So for me, this keyless entry is really critical because on my last cruise with my husband, we had at least 10 trips down to sea and change the key. No longer do we have to do that. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I wish they had this when I had my kids were young, because I remember I had to bring my kids when they were little on a cruise and they'd have little walkie-talkies. That, talk about archaic, right? Well, now they don't need that. They are accessible to us. I'll know exactly where they are at all times. So think about it. If you order anything at any time, it's delivered to you anywhere on board. And by the way, I tested this out on Discovery Princess. I was in my room and I ordered a mimosa. You guessed it. Then I went over to Lido and decided to sit in a deck chair and they found me. So even if you move, and we're not just talking about it's limited to food or drink options, but anything you need. So it's sunscreen in the Caribbean or a jacket in Alaska, even requesting a crew member to come directly to your location just to ask a question or provide assistance. So this Medallion class experience elevates personalization so that our crew members, I like to call them our onboard family, they know your name, they know your food preferences, they know if you have allergies, and anything you might be celebrating, we make it really special. It's really about that special attention, and we help you commemorate your special milestones. What a way to do it. As a matter of fact, if it's your birthday and you're on board, you can go, and once you go into your stateroom, you'll see it'll welcome you saying happy birthday. That's the kind of personalized attention that really makes you feel special. It even helps our crew be more efficient so that they can spend more time interacting with our guests, because vacations are all about human connections. I like to say when you step aboard a Princess cruise, you are in the embrace of that Princess brand. By the way, it's like when you use Expedia Cruises, you're in the embrace of that Expedia family. Now, another incredible convenience this little device delivers, by the way, and I was skeptical at first, is contactless payment, and it's called Medallion Pay. So this is a secure and hassle-free mobile payment service. So just imagine how this works. So let's talk about Medallion Pay, because this was the one that I thought was just a game changer. Okay, it transforms any shopping on vacation by eliminating the need for you to carry cash and credit cards. So Medallion Pay really allows you to have what I call truly touchless payment when purchasing anything on board, whether it's beverages, merchandise, excursions, retail items, and more. So purchases are automatically charged to your folio. And now Medallion Pay extends into select ports in the Caribbean, Mexican Riviera, and even Alaska. So use your Medallion to shop in stores displaying the Medallion Pay seal. They're normally in their storefronts, or if it's in a restaurant, you'll see it in the storefront. And you automatically earn 7% in the form of a shipboard credit with all Medallion Pay purchases made with these participating shoreside merchants. So let's say you happen to associate a credit card that includes cash back. You can even get more benefits. Let's say you have a Discover card and you attach that or associate that to your Medallion Pay shoreside account. That gives you 5% cash back reward, right? So then you go and you purchase, let's say we're in St. Thomas and I decide to purchase $1,000 in jewelry with my Medallion. So guess what? Once I get back, I'll enjoy a $70 onboard credit when I get back to the ship. Plus, guess what? $50 cash back from Discovery because of the purchase. Effectively, that's 12% back. And by the way, this is a game changer. Nobody else has that in the industry. Talk about seamless transition. So guests can shop with more than 80 merchants with over 100 retail locations, covering a host of retail categories, whether it's restaurants, bars, jewelry shops, attractions, art, cosmetics, liquor, chocolate shops. You really can enjoy Medallion Pay shoreside in popular ports like Aruba, Cabo, Cozumel, Puerto Vallarta, St. Thomas, St. Martin, and even Ketchikan, Alaska. So let's talk about the best Wi-Fi at sea, or Medallion Net. Now, if we learned anything in the past 2 years, it's that a land-like connection is all we need to handle our personal and professional needs, right? You want to be virtual everywhere. So even on vacation from the middle of the ocean, Princess has you covered there as well. Now, I remember when I started in the cruise industry 41 years ago, you didn't want to be in contact. I used to have to do 1-800 call. Well, with Medallion Net Wi-Fi, it's undeniably the best Wi-Fi at sea. It's fast, reliable, unlimited, and affordable. And they all work together to create the ultimate remote workstation. I like to say an office with a view, right? It makes remote working, distance learning, and the opportunity to securely conduct important transactions all possible, while also enjoying the most picturesque video conference backdrop, quite frankly, on the horizon, thousands of miles from home. And even if your entire goal is to completely disconnect, because I do believe there's still folks that want to get out there and just disconnect, we know guests still want to have that peace of mind that you're able and it's reliable for you to be able to connect with your family back at home at any given point. So with our Princess Plus and Princess Premier packages, the Wi-Fi costs are included. So at Princess, we also believe that exceptional service is closely tied to personalization. So the Medallion class enables our crew members to better connect with our guests, making them feel special and anticipate their needs. So guests can let us know what they're celebrating during the cruise, or tell us their preferred dining companions and service pace at dinner that they prefer, or even if they have allergies. We really allow for this customized vacation, and that's what it does. So we also offer the ability to view bookmark events with Journey View, creating a personalized itinerary for each and every one of our guests. We've even taken requesting service to a new level. In addition to being able to message your friends and family on board, you can also make service requests directly to our crew members. So let's say you need to reschedule a spa appointment or have a question about shore excursions. We're at your service. Service is at the heart of this Princess experience. So simply send a message through the easy-to-use app for a direct response. So, celebrations and milestones. So now, for many of you, myself included, and by the way, the reason I got into the cruise industry and the business 41 years ago was because of the Love Boat, right? And the concept of cruising and the Princess Band were introduced to us through one of the most successful TV shows ever. That would be the Love Boat. As a matter of fact, it was Saturday night, 8 p.m. That's where you'd find me, in front of my TV. You remember Captain Stubing, Julie, the cruise director. That's who I wanted to be, by the way. Gopher, the purser. Isaac was my favorite, the bartender. He'd still be today. And Doc, the ship's heartthrob doctor. But together, and with the help of countless celebrities, they introduced viewers worldwide to the concept of fun and romance at sea. Even today, people still associate the Love Boat with Princess Cruises, and with good reason. There's plenty of opportunity for love and romance on board, and more to come on that. So it's true, and I just happen to be joined today. Here's one of my special guests, so excited, by someone who conveniently knows the ins and outs about the Love Boat, both the show and the Princess Cruise experience. So if you've ever watched the Love Boat, you probably remember her, Captain Stubing's adorable daughter, Vicky. Well, in real life, the role of Vicky Stubing was played by a Hollywood actress, Jill Whelan. Jill has remained very close to the cast of the Love Boat, and she also serves, and this is why we're excited at Princess, she's part of our family, as the Celebrations Ambassador for Princess. And she's joining us here today to talk about the many ways Princess helps guests celebrate as we prepare for our Expedia Cruises 3-day sail. Welcome, Jill.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you, Carmen?
I am doing great. I am just so happy to have you here and that you can share your incredible passion, really, because as our ambassador and an extended member of our Princess family, you truly are out there, and you don't just walk the talk. You talk it, walk it, live it, breathe it. So if you could just share with our audience a few of your own recollections about the Love Boat and the impact it's had on your life.
Of course. The Love Boat obviously was a huge part of my life. I actually went through puberty on the Love Boat. Don't recommend it for everybody, but it was just an amazing experience. First of all, to be able to be on a television show with some incredible cast members who are just, to this day, family. We speak all the time. That's wonderful. But then to put on top of that, these incredible guest stars, everyone from Ginger Rogers to Andy Warhol, to Halston, to Debbie Reynolds. I'm looking at my wall over there and I can see all their faces, Olivia de Havilland, Tom Hanks, Michael Fox, and so on. And then if you hadn't had enough of that, then we get to go on a cruise. And we would go on bigger and bigger cruises every year. When I was studying in school, I was studying Asian civilization, and I was reading about the Great Wall of China while I was actually sitting on it. So there are some incredible moments from the Love Boat for me as a child. And it's just such a huge fabric of who I am. And I have really tried to share that with my family and my kids. My kids have been on a bunch of cruises. We took our first cruise. I introduced them to Europe by doing a 14-day Mediterranean cruise. And my son, my eldest son, had just gotten into a fraternity. And so when we were standing at the Acropolis, he saw the actual Greek letters. And he'll never admit this, but I saw it. He got a tear in his eye because he was at the absolute beginning of where fraternities came from, and he saw it. So there are just so many incredible moments.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Think about that. I mean, these are moments of a lifetime. Talk about memories. By the way, we have memories of you. We all grew up with you, just spectacular, right? So the fact that you're our Princess Celebrations ambassador, to me, it's just like, it's like pinch me, because you're the absolute perfect person. We absolutely adore you. But, thanks to the influence of the Love Boat, Princess has become the brand, the venue many guests opt for to celebrate big milestones in life. And by the way, in the last 2.5 years, a lot of us have missed some of these milestones, right? So in fact, more than 500 million Princess guests have celebrated birthdays, and 10 million have marked anniversaries since we were founded back in 1965. So why do you think, Joe, Princess has become the go-to in regards to celebrating vacations?
I think, well, first of all, I think that Princess just is such an incredibly personal company that they really understand personal connection between family and friends and experiences and exploration. So I think that's why people gravitate towards Princess. And like you said, Carmen, we have had a few tough years. And so for people to be able to know that they can come to Princess Cruises, whether they're in a group of friends or whether it's family or whether it's a reunion, they can come to Princess and know that if they do a group celebration, they're going to be treated beautifully. And here are some of the little perks that come along. And I have my little list here, so I make sure I don't forget anything. But Princess Plus or Premier groups, they have special pricing with drinks, Wi-Fi, which, as you talked about, is incredible, and crew appreciation is included, which for me is great, because then you don't have to figure out who you're going to tip and how it's going to happen. It's all done for you in a beautiful way. Then you have points for amenities such as cocktail parties, wine in each room, onboard spending money, canapes in your room. I mean, I don't know what says celebration more than wine and food in your room when you get there, but that's pretty much one of them. And then you also have early access to Dine My Way reservations, which is a great thing. And as we all know, the past couple of years, we get it, life happens. And so if you have a group and maybe some of the guests can't go, groups can keep selected staterooms and change both first and second guests in a stateroom for up to 21 days before you sail. And then another exciting thing.
There's more?
There's more. And then there is when the tour conductor, or as we like to call him, the TC, is an organizer of the group that's sailing together. They receive 1 TC credit for every 8 staterooms a group books, which then can be used on the 8th stateroom. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think that alone is worth celebrating. But if you want to see all of the other ins and outs of booking celebration groups, just go to princess.com and search celebrations groups, and you'll find all the exciting things that we have to offer.
Well, I got to tell you, just so I have something real. I always love insider insights, right? And with Expedia Cruises, because we have such an incredible partnership with them, and this 3-day sales, talk about celebration groups and all those perks. And what say I can find 8 quite simply. But the best part is you mentioned something. This whole 2.5 years, pent up desire. I don't call it demand. I call it desire. We want to celebrate each other. So what a way to do it than celebrations group. But there's going to be a bit of a celebration of itself on the Love Boat, right? With a reunion voyage in October. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
There is. We are doing a wonderful celebration cruise to honor the memory of Gavin MacLeod, who played Captain Steubing, my TV dad. And we're just so excited to get together as a cast. All the rest of the cast will be there. And we're just excited to get together and share with everybody, our fans and everyone who's on board, what a wonderful man Gavin MacLeod was. He was just an incredible actor and friend and father figure. So we're very excited about that. We're going to be doing onboard chats so people can come up and do a Q&A with us. We all mill around so everybody can come
Photo
up.
ops.
Photo ops beyond. So it's going to be real. And we have a couple of other celebratory things that that will be surprises. That'll be a lot of fun. But I am so looking forward to it. Carmen, in the past couple of years have such wanderlust. I can't even tell you. And Insider, in this August, oh, if you can hear my dog, that's my great big huge Pyrenees. He likes to celebrate too. I'm actually going in August with my family, with my husband, on our first trip since our honeymoon, and our first trip without our kids to the Med with some of our best
celebration.
Friends. We're celebrating his birthday and our anniversary, and we're also celebrating the fact that he's never been to Greece, and he's been all over. He's never been to Greece, so I'm so excited about
so
that.
many firsts, and so it's so long overdue. Let me tell you, Jill, you are the most amazing ambassador for our celebrations groups. I couldn't have picked the most perfect person. And by the way, I want to be on that October cruise with you. I really do, because again, you all came into my home every Saturday night, so it would be a dream come true.
I hope
let's
you're
talk
there.
Let's talk about what's coming, because it isn't over. The best is yet to come. The Love Boat is going to be making another run. I could try to sing that. The Love Boat making another. Okay, I'm going to keep to my day job, because truly, but it is doing another run. It's making another run this fall as a new series, and it's going to be called The Real Love Boat. And it debuts on CBS here in the US and on Network 10 in Australia. But the show is a reality dating competition series, and it's inspired by this iconic show, which is really what the Love Boat is, right? And while it has some similarities to The Bachelor, it also leans heavily into destination, which, by the way, is the #1 reason people travel, and competition-related elements like the Amazing Race. So what are your thoughts on this new The Real Love Boat series?
Oh, I'm so excited about it. I mean, first of all, the Love Boat isn't called the Love Boat for nothing. It is all about romance. So to see what would happen in a real situation with real people on a real cruise is really exciting. And I can't wait to see what happens and see the competitions. I think it's going to be so much fun and just a wonderful sort of homage to the OG Love Boat. So I'm really excited to see what happens.
Well, so am I. It is bringing the Love Boat back, the real Love Boat. Very exciting. I got to say again, thank you to you, Jill, for joining us with our Expedia Cruises family as we get excited for the 3-day sale. And again, you are the best of the best as an ambassador, and we're just blessed and humbled to have you. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Carmen.
All the best. How lucky are we, right? Who can say the Love Boat and we have Jill? Oh, that's pretty awesome. So let's talk about dining, because we never have to worry about anything on board about eating, right? Actually, it's what fuels my power. I've already touched on a number of new things that are happening, right, on board in general. But I know what you're thinking. I know what I'm thinking. It's all about food. I don't cook. So frankly, Princess is renowned for its onboard dining. Food is a way to our guests' hearts. I mean, it's a way to my heart. It's pulling at my heartstrings, quite frankly. And the Princess Cruise culinary team brings great heart to what they do, and they take such tremendous pride in their work. Dining in our main, and there's my man, Rudy. Who doesn't love Rudy? Oh my God. You know, when I grow up, I want to have my own bobblehead. I'm just saying, well, I've already grown up, but you know, before I end this career, I better have a bobblehead. Let my note to self. So dining in our main dining room is included in our standard princess fare, and the cuisine is exceptional. In fact, something unique and different in our voyages this season in Alaska, guests are enjoying our new Wild for Alaska seafood menu, offering 30 distinctive Alaska seafood dishes with featured items every night in all of our main dining rooms. So recipes highlight only the freshest seafood ingredients with multiple varieties of Alaska salmon, including king, sockeye, coho, as well as wild Alaska cod. This is really interesting because it is caught by hook and line only. Halibut, rockfish, Dungeness crabs, wild spot prawns, and razor clams. I mean, I'm just getting hungry thinking about it. By the way, I'm an amazing salmon fan. So this new menu was developed in partnership with Pacific Seafood, Alaska Seafood, and Alaska Leader Seafood, all of which have an abiding commitment to environmentally responsible practice and are among the best managed, most sustainable fisheries in the world. So this culinary program is another enhancement to our award-winning North to Alaska program, which brings local Alaskans' culture and fresh seafood on board and ashore to immerse guests in all things Alaska. So when it comes to cruising in Alaska, more people choose Princess than any other cruise line. And now we're making this experience more authentic, memorable with fresh new seafood choices and culinary events not found anywhere else. So the 3-day sail with Expedia Cruises, if Alaska has been on your, we don't call it bucket list, right? We call it life list. I don't know why they call it a bucket list. Quite frankly, I'm living life. I haven't for the last 2.5 years. It's time. So let me tell you, normally Alaska sells out. This season, we have availability. People have waited. We've seen this pent-up desire and close in demand. So take advantage on that 3-day sailing. I mean, that sail is going to be spectacular. So besides our restaurants, our main dining, we also have specialty dining, right? And besides our dining rooms, our World Fresh Market offerings, talk about choices, right? We offer top-rated specialty restaurants on board with a host of delicious choices. So tops on my own list is Crown Grill. That's our signature steakhouse with mouth-watering steaks, chops, and other gourmet fare. By the way, that French onion soup, I can't even, it was spectacular. So it's really always complemented by what I really believe is one of the finest wine lists afloat. And then again, it's all with the impeccable service and unforgettable ambiance that our crew create on board for you, our guests. Then there's Sabatini's, which is our Italian trattoria, where you watch our master chefs make your pasta right on board. And the food, oh my God, it's amazing. House-made Italian specialties and much more. So don't forget to bring your appetite. And on select ships, there's the Salty Dog Gastro Pub, which is really a cool watering hole, and it's right off of the piazza, which the piazza in and of itself is the place to be. So Gastro Pub, great draft beers. So if you're not like me and into the wine or the mimosas, you can have the incredible draft beers, delectable dishes. We've been voted as being the best hamburger at sea. Can you imagine? So at the end of the day, I guarantee you, you will never go hungry on a Princess Cruise. So it's like bars, right? The incredible onboard experience really doesn't end with just the dining room, specialty dining. On board Princess ships, you also have the ability to never go thirsty. Be thirsty, my friend. Each features an impressive list of bars, including favorites like Crooners, personally my favorite, Good Spirits. So what's Good Spirits? Good Spirits is really the place where every drink is an experience and every drink tells a story. And the bar features a host of unique cocktails and the craftsmanship of our onboard mixologists. They'll just immerse you into the extraordinary culture of your chosen destination. And that's what's so unique about it. Now, we've talked dining, we've talked drinking, we've got celebration groups going with Jill and the new Love Boat. We've got a lot served. So our Expedia Cruises family, they're going to get a lot of rest before June 9th, because I am predicting this is going to be the very best sail in the history of Expedia Cruises and Princess's partnership. And not because it's my first sail, but because I truly believe you are ready and cruising is back. Entertainment. Entertainment is another reason why guests love to cruise, and especially with us at Princess, because the range of entertainment on board is amazing and unique. So to bring it to us is really our expert, because I could talk about entertainment, but I'm not a Hollywood star like our wonderful Jill. However, joining me today is our own Princess star to talk about more of what you're going to find in our entertainment venues. Our very own VP of Entertainment, Denise Satis, is joining me today. Denise, welcome.
Thank you, Carmen, and hello to the Expedia family. I'm
So
really
good to
honored
see
to.
you.
Thank you. Great to see you as well. Yeah, it was nice to see you, and actually all of our Expedia Cruises partners when we were all on Discovery Princess together back in, I think it was April. So it's nice to see familiar faces back again today, and certainly obviously to share some of our great entertainment offerings on board Princess with all of our Expedia Cruises partners. So yeah, it's great to be here. And actually, speaking of celebrations, just on a personal note, I was actually married on a Princess cruise. So I know Jill is our celebrations ambassador, but I equally count Princess as the place to celebrate major milestones. And we had a great international wedding myself on the Ruby Princess 10 years ago.
Denise,
And it was,
talk about insider scoop. What a tidbit. That is amazing. We're going to have just a presentation on how the wedding was and what to expect. That's pretty exciting. So I got to tell you, so I was on with you, Discovery Princess. And some say I'm jaded and cynical. Others say I'm high maintenance because I've been doing this too long. I was wowed. I mean, wowed. So just tell us a little bit about, the variety found on board, because I'll tell you, that rock opera, it rocked me. I'll just tell you that.
Thank you, Carmen. Yes. So a lot of people, when they think cruise entertainment, of course, the first thing they think of are our large scale theater evening entertainment productions, from guest entertainers to our production shows, the slide that's up right now. But really, entertainment at Princess is both entertainment and enrichment. And it goes back to some of those earlier slides where we talked about immersing our guests in the destination. So everything from our youth programs on board, where we celebrate our children on board from ages 3 all the way up to 18, to our live music program, to our original game shows, trivia, gaming. We really kind of run the gamut. And of course, we have incredible, as you see on the slide, production shows as well. But really, when we're thinking about entertainment at Princess, it's celebrating the destination. It's unique. It has to be memorable and contemporary. And really, we appreciate the time that our guests choose to spend with us, their precious vacation time. So we want to make sure if it's, eating or drinking or being entertained or enriched, it's celebrating the incredible destinations that we sail to, and how do we bring that on board so that it's not just immersing them shoreside, but it's really through the entire onboard guest experience.
So I got to tell you, so this was a really surprise for me. And I guess it's that whole Love Boat thing. And I think of Princess, fun, love, the kids' facilities, they wowed me. They wowed me. And oh my God, I would have never have thought it. That was pretty impressive. And I think most people, when they think Princess, they don't think of families, or, multi-gen is really big. So I had to highlight that, because I got to tell you, I'm going to plan my own family cruise this December with my kids and my husband, and I'm going to bring family along, because quite frankly, they have the most, we have the most amazing facilities. And that was a big surprise. So I have to share that and highlight that, because I don't know what I was thinking, but I sure wasn't thinking that we had facilities like that. State of the art, best in class. And I think we're missing an opportunity there. So I'm glad on this Expedia 3-day sale that we're going to highlight it today. So if any folks out there, if you're grandparents or you have kids and you never thought of Princess in that space, you're missing out on a world of excitement. That's all I'm going to say. So sorry, Denise, I had to go in there.
No, I mean, it's a great point. I mean, for Princess, it's really all multi-generational. So whether you're sailing with young children on board, or you're multi-generation with parents and grandparents and even great grandparents, there's really something for everyone relevant to the age. So it's not that we'll just do entertainment for adults, but we make sure that the entertainment and enriching activities come into the youth program. So, as an example, when we're up in Alaska, We have our naturalists and our rangers, our park rangers on board, but then we bring them into the youth spaces as well. And our younger guests get certified as junior rangers. They learn about Alaskan culture, about the crafts and the people who live in Alaska. And then we weave that through our trivias, through our arts and crafts. So it's really a brand that I think speaks to multi-gen cruising, and certainly our little guests love us, and obviously our older guests love us as well. So
and
something
that's a
for
surprise
everyone.
and delight. That's a surprise and delight. It was a surprise and delight for me. And I got to tell you, you just painted an amazing picture, because talk about that cultural immersion for the little ones. I mean, they're living, breathing, experiencing it. So I just had to, I've probably gone on too long, but it was just, I don't know why it wowed me so much, but it did. I wasn't expecting it. So I wanted to kind of focus on that. But you also have other favorite entertainment options. So tell me a little bit about.
Yes. So some of our
Deal or
bigger
no deal.
pieces, absolutely. Some of our bigger pieces that I want to highlight. So the slide that you see right now, yes, we've just launched Deal or No Deal. And this is a fleet-wide initiative. Deal or No Deal, hopefully everybody's familiar with this, obviously in mainstream TV homes. But essentially it's a live experience. We partnered with a company called Time Play who do immersive gameplay. And it's a live hosted experience in the Princess Theater, high energy. And essentially guests can purchase their case cards and they have the opportunity to win anywhere from $1,000 to a free cruise. And you don't have to just be on the stage. So a lot of guests see this big set in the theater and gameplay and hosted by the cruise director, co-hosted by Fortuna Luck, who I'll touch on in a minute. And it's a little bit intimidating and they think, oh, I don't want to be on the stage, but actually all guests can play. So whether they want to be selected to play on the stage or play from their seat in the Princess Theater, anyone can play and have that opportunity to win by achieving matches with the case cards that are revealed on stage, anywhere from, again, from I think it's 25 cents is our lowest prize, all the way up to $1,000 or even a free cruise. So it's a pretty spectacular game, and we are really thrilled to have this launching right now this year across the entire Princess fleet.
So this is like hot off the press you're sharing.
That's right. And then also
I
hot off
love
the press, I wanted to share some of our new big production shows. So we've seen them in the slide before, but we also launched and are really known for our signature original production shows. We write everything in-house. So I'm going to
click back to that, Denise, because I want all of the viewers, all of these attendees to see these shows and you can speak to them.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yes, so we write everything in-house. So we have great collaborators that we work with. One of our creative curators actually is Stephen Schwartz. So we work directly with Stephen and his creative team. Stephen Schwartz, if you're not familiar with the name, you'll probably be familiar with Wicked, Pippin, Godspell, legendary in the Broadway world. And so we write shows with Stephen, we write shows with other external collaborators, but really the reason we produce everything internally and original is because we know our guests and guest prospects the best. So instead of picking a show and just licensing it off the shelf, we really curate original productions. And so the shows that you see on the screen here, rock opera, brand new debuting on Discovery Princess, but we also have it on some of our other sister ships, is a show that celebrates exactly as the title says. So great rock music, classic rock music sung in an operatic style. So it features a legit tenor, a male tenor, to sing the show live with our orchestra on stage and our other vocalists. And it's sort of high fashion avant-garde. So if you think you're sort of at the Met Gala, you can see that photo in the middle, really high fashion contemporary music. And so that is a Princess guest favorite. And like I said, on Discovery Princess. And then also Spotlight Bar, brand new. And gosh, after the pandemic, how great did it feel to be doing new entertainment again? And so Spotlight Bar, in contrast, is set in a vibrant bar where guests meet our cast of characters, and really they hear the vocalists tell, or sing, I should say, the stories of their lives. And essentially it's a lighthearted neighborhood bar where everyone comes in and sings and has a really comfortable space to sing and share their voice. And again, great playlists, Sarah Bareilles, Stevie Wonder, Bruno Mars, Camila Cabello, George Michael. So great music, great playlist. And so that just debuted, brand new original show on Discovery Princess. And then we're going to take that next, insider note, to the Enchanted Princess in August, and then the Sky Princess in January of 2023.
Wow, that is amazing. So I got to tell you, it's just pretty fantastic. I was singing, dancing. I mean, I couldn't believe that. I was just amazed. I mean, again, you were doing an amazing job, Denise. It is incredible. So I guess we talked about deal or no deal, and I got to tell you, it's not about no deal. This is all going to be a deal, because the deal that the 3-day sale with Expedia Cruises has, it's too good to pass up. So I want to thank you for joining us, for kind of just giving us some inside scoop, but more importantly, getting everybody excited about what our entertainment on board is. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Carmen,
Very
and really
excited.
appreciate the opportunity to share with you all today.
Thank you. So let's talk destinations, okay? I get asked all the time, what's the #1 reason people travel? Destinations. It continues to be for over 50 years. You can survey. Destination is the #1 reason people travel. It's as simple as that. And in the last 2 years, we haven't been traveling, so we've got that pent-up desire. So Princess has earned a reputation as a cruise industry leader through our onboard experiences, but also through our amazing destinations and curated shore excursions that really allow our guests to immerse themselves in the people, places, cultures, and the world. I mentioned it earlier, cultural immersion. So Princess is the leader in Alaska. This year, we will have a 6th Medallion class ship sailing, the last frontier, for the first time. And don't forget about our lodges in the heart of Denali National Park, the largest national park in the United States, giving you an opportunity to experience all Alaska has to offer. So no one does Alaska like Princess. Drop the mic, period. Or I could drop Rudy, but I'm not going to do that. He'll get really upset. So our experts curate these unforgettable experiences, and they just really create a lifetime of memories. And with lodges in the heart of the largest national park, Denali State Park, taking more guests to Alaska than anyone else. But we don't just sail to Alaska, we sail to all corners of the globe, offering our guests a chance to relax on idyllic Caribbean beaches, stroll through centuries-old European castles, and explore iconic cities and hidden gems, and really just marvel at the mysteries of the Far East, right? Our shore excursion choices are award-winning, they're varied, and they're custom curated for our guests. So from active adventures to more leisurely pursuits, we really got you covered. Whatever it is, your style, we've got it. So whether you're a foodie, that would be me, a nature explorer, that would not be me, a history buff, that would be me, or this would definitely be me, someone who just wants to soak up the sun on a world-class beach, Princess has something for everyone. So that's all the fun part of it. But I also want to talk about the serious part, right? You know, romance at sea is not the only thing that Princess guests love. They also have a lot of passion around the concept of traveling sustainably, right? 81% of travelers confirm that sustainable travel is important to them. If you're in that majority, then you're going to be interested in a Princess cruise. While clearly we're beyond excited about our world-class accommodations, exceptional dining options, Broadway caliber entertainment that Denise just talked about, I think we're even more proud of our environmental stewardship program on board. So while things we don't typically spend time pointing out, things like waste processes, food waste reduction, and recycling in relation to new ships, I just want to point out some of the ways that we're helping to protect our oceans, seas, and the waterways from environmental harm. And it really just deserves a little bit of attention. So without question, the fact that we've seen a 50% reduction in single-use plastic items is a big one. Added to that is the work that's being done to achieve a 30% unit food waste reduction by end of this year. So it's really amazing how it's done. I'm not going to go into the graphics, but we have a biodigesters. So we have biodigesters on board that obliterate, that word is strong, but that's what it does, the leftover waste. Those biodigesters are part of the hundreds of millions of dollars we've invested in environmental equipment on all of our ships across the fleet. So that investment also includes our advanced wastewater treatment systems that will be on board every one of our ships by the end of 2022. And we're very, very proud of the work that's been done in sustainability. Now, we've also just launched a new conversation series called Ocean Trek's Conversation Connections on our Princess YouTube channel that give guests a closer look at these below deck features. And we really hope that it just gives them a view. So if you're thinking about an upcoming vacation, and you are, I'll remind you the 3-day sale Expedia Cruises, to come. John's going to give us all the details. And if sustainability efforts of a travel provider that you're choosing and booking with plays a strong role in those decisions, we're confident that Princess will live up to your criteria. So I would do a drum roll here, but I think, am I the only one, John, that's excited because it's my first 3-day sale and I'm very competitive. This has got to be the best 3-day sale ever, bar none. I'm still under probation, John. So we don't make that happen. I might not be here next year. So no pressure as you go ahead and paint the picture because I'm excited.
We will do our very best, and I'm happy to do that. But before I do, I just want to say thank you. That was phenomenal. Really great to hear from Jill and from Denise as well. There's so much, just listening to you talk, there's so much good stuff going on aboard the ships all the time. I was with you when we sailed to Mexico, and listening to your talk about the seafood, I was reminded I had a it was a halibut poached in paper in Sabatini's that it was just incredible. The way I had never seen it done that way is amazing. But onward we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, I think, and like I said, we've been doing this for a very long time, the boldest offer we've had at a time when the value of a cruise has never been better. So let me go through the high-level version of the offer for you right here. We're going to talk about it as much as we can, but then I'm going to ask you, when you're done, to reach out to your vacation consultant and have that consultation. If you haven't already scheduled it, it's certainly not too late. And you can do that anytime leading up to the sale. You don't need to wait till June 9th. Reach out now and we can get figured out exactly what we're going to book for you on the sale, and you'll get first dibs on things that are going on out there. But it begins with Princess Plus. And I can tell you, cruising has become inclusive. It's become inclusive. And when you book a Princess Plus fare, you'll get your drinks included, your Wi-Fi, and I can attest to the fact that it's spectacular, whether you're on your phone or your laptop, it works like magic. And the crew incentive, formerly known as gratuities, is all included. So you don't have to worry about those base things. And those base things used to be very expensive. But the longer cruise you book and the more, how shall I describe it? The next level up of stateroom you book, your shipboard credit increases with this sale, and people see real value in that. This gets you into the spa in different places. But one of the sort of underlying things with the sale that's been so popular over these years, and we made sure we included it, is a reduced deposit. So you pay a small deposit now. If you're cruising next year, you keep your money in the bank, and hopefully those stocks go back up, and we'll have more to spend by the time it's actual time for final payment. But there's much more than that as well. That's our base offer. But let's go to the next slide, Carmen, and look at some additional Expedia extras that we offer. Click one more time for me because there's 4 and I want to go through all of them. That's great. So first of all, Princess Plus has been so popular that in fact, the price is going up to, I believe, $50 a day.
Correct. It just did, John.
It just did. So it's already gone up.
But not for you on this sale.
But not for you, Expedia Cruises customers. If you book during the sale, Princess has graciously offered to hold the old rate of $40 a day for you. So you can book Princess Plus at the $40 a day rate. But beyond that, and I think this is the most exciting thing about the sale, statistically, we see that 1 in 4 couples cruise with a friend or another couple or another family or another group when they're traveling. And we strongly encourage you to use this moment to bring a friend. If you've got a friend that knows you cruise, but you have never been able to convince them, or you know someone that comes with you, but you haven't talked to them yet, we've got a great opportunity for you. If you bring a friend on 22 sailings, so now up until the end of the year, you'll get a free package upgrade to the all-new Princess Premier package. And that includes not only beverages, but the top shelf beverages, the premier wines, and lovely collection of cocktails and high-end alcohol. So you get the best beverage package. But in addition to that, you get several nights of fine dining in the specialty restaurants included. And there's also a photo download. So if you've ever been on a cruise, you know, they do a great job of going around and taking pictures. The digital photos are now all part of your package. So you can download those, bring them home with you, and do with them what you will. Hopefully share them along the way on social media and make your friends wish they had joined you if they didn't. And then in addition to that, Carmen talked a lot about the Medallion Experience. I experienced it myself. I can tell you, I took my daughter for a spring break cruise, I guess just before the pandemic, and we were on the Caribbean Princess. and it was her birthday that day. And I had no idea it did this, but we went into the room and an animated emoji cake popped up on the wall and wished her happy birthday, Madeline. And at 9 or 10 years old, she was absolutely blown away. It hit her right where kids are today. And I think that's the beauty of the technology. It really does deliver this incredible personal service. We were having fun with it. We were going to what we could find the farthest reaches of the top deck, putting t-shirts over our face and ordering drinks and see if they could find us. And they found us every time. It was just impressive.
I love that. Love
Impressive. Beyond those two great truths, one of the greatest things about our 3-day sale has always been its combinability. We hold a tremendous amount of group space with Princess, where you get added amenities and special pricing. The 3-day sale combines with that. But in addition, for our military veterans, there's a benefit of up to $250 that can be added to your package. So more money to spend in the spa or the casino or wherever you like to spend your extra dollars. And if you're Canadian, this will speak to you. Canadian dollar, it ranges anywhere from $1.25 to $1.28 exchange rate with the US dollar. For select 22 and 23, and there's quite a few select when I took a look, sailings, you can get Canada at par, which is a tremendous deal. You know, there's a lot of terrible things about the pandemic, but there are opportunities like this that only come along once in a while. And I would say in the history of the sale, we've never seen this before. And it's because for 22, there are still some opportunities to sail that we'd all like to see people experience. So that's what we've got for you from a 3-day offer perspective. I'll say with experience and with all honesty, you won't get better value on a Princess cruise this year and possibly ever, depending on how the world goes in the future. So do reach out to your vacation consultants at Expedia Cruises and have a conversation about what it could be like for you. And by all means, call your friends. This offer is exciting, and it too could be something that becomes something you do every year with your friends if it works out. Let's go to the next slide.
Exclusivity, John. Exclusivity, right? We're holding the price on Princess Plus. Plus, if you bring a friend, that's exclusive. You get your package upgraded. That is big.
It's big, and honestly, we want to thank you for that, Carmen. Now, you and the team for bringing that to the table. We sit around every year and go, how can we make this sale better? And this year, we thought we would give this a try. So I strongly encourage you to give it a try. I think it'd be great.
Very exciting.
With friends is lovely. You can be with them when you want to, but you can also go back to your stateroom or have a private dining. You can get together when it works for you. You can have side-by-side vacations that overlap. It's lovely. All right, next slide, please. So you ready to go on a spectacular vacation? We've got another opportunity for you here. We want you to buy one, but just in case, next slide, please, you're a bit of a gambler, we'd like to encourage you to win one. For the month of June, we'll be having a contest. And at the end of the month, we'll be giving away, in celebration of the 3-day sale, a $5,000 Princess cruise, including airfare for 2. And contact your vacation consultant to offer. Go to expediacruises.com or .ca to enter. And to enter, not offer. And we'd be happy to give you that chance. And you can tell your vacation consultant that John said, even if you go in and you're an existing customer and update your profile, we'll be happy to enter you in that cruise. We want to get you the chance to win, but we want you to take matters into your own hands as well and take advantage of this spectacular offer. Let's go to the next slide and bring it home. If you're with us on the call still and you've made it to the end, we have the opportunity to offer a prize for those of you that attended. A lucky attendee on the call today has a chance to win even an additional $250 US dollar onboard credit when you book with 3-day sale. We'll apply that to your cruise. And I'm just looking at my feed here because there we go. We have a winner. Ellen Meyer, I hope you're still on the call. If you are, please drop a note into the chat and let us know, and we will make arrangements to make sure that you get an extra $250. That will get you a great massage, I guarantee it, and all kinds of other things. So thanks very much. Let's go to the next slide and we'll bring it home. Carmen, Jill, Denise, on behalf of everyone in Expedia Cruises, thank you so kindly for spending some time with us today and welcoming us into the world of Princess.
There you are. I thought I lost you for a second.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear me say thank you?
I'm hearing you say it again.
Okay.
You can never have too much of an attitude of gratitude. So it's absolutely
Carmen,
phenomenal.
Denise, Jill, thank you so kindly for spending time with us today and telling us all about what's happening at Princess. It's so exciting to see the evolution of the brand. I can tell you, I was one of those kids watching from home on Saturday nights back in the, I guess it was the early 80s or late 70s or somewhere in there. But it's
77 to 87.
There you go.
Okay. Perfect.
It was our puberty years. Remember that? Come on, John.
It was amazing. And every time I go on Princess, I'm reminded of just how much fun that show was and how true to cruising it is. But cruising's come a long way since. And I encourage everyone to get out there and experience it. I'll finish that here. Thanks everyone so much. Reach out to your vacation consultant. Visit our websites to have a look at what we have to offer with Princess. There are destinations around the world that are just waiting to be explored. And I can tell you, as someone who's been traveling over the last year, as things get started, the destinations and the people in those places are so grateful and welcoming to have travelers back. It's a very special time to travel. So get out there and have a great evening. Thanks very much.